sister-in-law Carol will now speak, followed by my sister Leslie.
Change the order. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mom. It's Carol. Your daughter. Okay. Just this Sunday, we all gathered together to honor our mother, our grandmother, our great-grandmother at Leslie's house for her 95th birthday. We weren't really sure she was 95th, but that's what the cake said, so we went with it. Today, we gather together to honor her memory, your memory, and your wonderful legacy. What a difference 3 days make. Mom, your legacy spans generations with 18 grandchildren and 51 plus counting great-grandchildren and many wonderful memories. And when I tried to put my thoughts together, I went on and on and on, 20 pages plus, but I was under duress by one of my children to make it short, so I will. Mom was very talented. You're very talented, and we all remember her famous apple cake and homemade chopped liver and gefilte fish and stuffed veal, Jeff, your favorite. And everyone probably thinks that Grandpa was the maven in the flea market, but we know differently. Because the real maven was Grandma. She could size you up, put you in a pair of Jordia jeans before you could say how much. She was great. Mom excelled in school and impressed her teachers so much that she was granted a scholarship to college. She wanted to be a doctor, a feat that 70 plus years ago was very difficult to make. Her plans for college were abandoned when her mother found out that some classes might be held on Friday, and she respected her wishes. Mom then diverted her energies in finding a job and eventually being courted by Dad. Mom was quite a looker, and Dad asked her out, along with a lot of other people, but she liked Dad and accepted his watch, and the rest was history. Mom held her beauty and her grace all of her life, keeping her tiny frame slim and trim, while always asking everyone for face cream to take her wrinkles away. I remember she would sit for an hour and skim the fat off the chicken soup, because she didn't want that fat in her chicken soup. Mom settled into her mother's and wife's role, following Dad around the country, the many places they lived, not only raising her 5 kids, but raising my children as well. We're all very blessed to have them in Florida. They were always available to help meals, carpool, dental appointments, doctor's appointments. I left my keys at home. Can you pick me up? Whatever we needed. In fact, when we would call and I would say, hi, Mom, she'd say, what can I do? How can I help you? Do you want me over there? We all remember opening her fridge on Sheridan and finding that salmon croquette in that little margarine container, that flat lemon lime soda, and broccoli and mashed potatoes were a staple in their house. Mom even convinced Dad to go out at 10 o'clock one night to buy Brooke some ice cream. They kept their grandparents' pictures on the visor of their blue Cadillac. And Mom never had any enemies because she never spoke badly about anyone. When I was first introduced to Mom and Dad, they showed such a tremendous wealth of warmth and caring. I remember when I walked in, and most of you know my history, it was never the proverbial, so what's your father do? Where do you come from? Where'd you go to school? There was none of that. They accepted me as Howard's friend. Even when I asked for a glass of milk after Thanksgiving dinner, there was not a blink, anything in the house. They just very, very quietly got me a milk dairy cup, and I had my coffee and my milk. It was incredible. You'd like to say that they broke the mold when Mom was born, but when I look around this room and hear the love and the caring and the warmth that she emulated and that you shared with everyone, I can see goodness and love in everybody. And we are all the beneficiaries of your goodness and your love, Mom. Leslie's devotion to Mom these last many years, 5 years plus, leave this legacy. This legacy lives in each and every one of us that she touched. And although one might think that this eulogy is for us, it's for you, Mom. It's for you. And we'd like to take this opportunity, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for everything that you've given me and how you've impacted our lives. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Carol, Jared, Rachel, Hootie, Scotty, for speaking so beautifully about me. And if I repeat myself, it's because we probably all feel the same way. Mom was the gentle, quiet, loving strength in our family. As Dad supported us, Mom kept the peace, never needing the limelight. She was forgiving and disliked sadness, arguments. She would never intentionally hurt anyone, and if she did, it would hurt her more. She loved all her children the same, but differently, properly, fairly, no favorites. She was a righteous mom. She was an amazing, loving mother, letting her children grow up and learn independently with trust and confidence. She believed in us, respected us for who we were, unconditional love. Was always there for us. She put her children before herself. She loved to warm our cold hands and her cold ones, if necessary. She was a loyal and loving wife. If she ever got mad at our dad, no one would ever know it. There was no jealousy in her. There was never any lashon hara. She respected the Shabbos, and whenever she sang, her eyes would open wide, and she loved making people happy. She felt terrible for the unfortunate and joy for the fortunate. She always respected, cared for, and kept the peace with all of her in-laws. Whenever I had a new baby, she came to help me, and she also loved playing with my older ones, and in the future, my grandchildren. She had great patience and love, and she had such fun. Like everyone else said, she loved to cook, bake. She motivated me to my banana bread. Shabbos delicacies, old and new, delicious, mostly in anticipation of everyone enjoying her products. That's what she loved most of all. As she was making them, she would imagine people eating them, and so she got such joy in it. She got a kick out of saving also. She saw love. She loved a good challenge. She loved a good challenge every day, whether it was selling jeans, whether it was how fast she could walk, how much she could raise for a charity. Her motto was, and I'm hoping to pass this on down to my grandchildren, make the most of what you have. Be grateful for what you have and make the most of it. She disliked waste. She had so much life in her. She fought so hard to live, and at the end, every last bit of her was used up in the most positive of ways. There was no waste. When she was gone, she was really gone, and there was no waste. Finally, at the end, she was so tired. Her very strong, sweet heart went to sleep. She was trusting, caring, genuine, down to earth. She was the last of her generation, yet first in my heart. She was an Ashes Chayil, and now she's our guardian angel. I kept it good until now, huh?
You did.
So, I think Mom would want me to quote you this from her heart. If she could say something to you, I think she'd want to say this. So I made this for her, because she would want, this is her talking. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and one is gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I'd love you to be my friend. My husband and children are like my holy friends. This is my mother talking. My husband and children are like my holy friends. They mean everything to me. So my final wish is for everyone to forgive, love, and like each other forever. It's Shalom Bayis, see? Your daughter Sandy, your husband, your sisters Shirley and Ray. Lucky you. Even though we'll miss her like crazy, now she's all yours. Take care of her like she took care of us.